By now, it's pretty well known among sports sedan enthusiasts that the Jaguar XE is pretty kick-ass to drive. It possesses the best steering this side of a 20-year-old BMW. It slices into corners with an enthusiasm unknown to most modern sedan kind. And it offers a pleasant balance of ride quality and disciplined body control. The version 35T also packs 340 horsepower and can accelerate to 60 mph in less than 5 seconds. It's all pretty fabulous, but it turns out that there's one way to slow the XE35T, fitted with all-season tires. This car was fitted with Pirelli Cinturato P7 all-season tires, and it hit 60 mph in 5.1 seconds and 112.3. That's a good showing, and just 10 feet longer than a BMW 340iX drive-on performance tires, but nevertheless a full 23 feet more than the XE on P7, which stopped from 70 mph in a class-leading 147 feet. More than the numbers though, the all-season tires dull the XE's responses. A long-lasting sensation can be felt in long sweepers, where tenacious, confident at-the-limit grip is replaced by a bit of tie-rope walk that's as nerve-wracking as it's thrilling. At least, steering feel isn't significantly diminished, which is useful for probing and deciphering the lesser amount of stick. Other XE flaws can be blamed on the tires. The rear door openings are short from top to bottom, and somewhat oddly shaped, meaning that more than a few adults will bung their heads getting in and out of the back seat. The trunk is on the small side, with a high-load floor and all manner of bumps and intrusions in the cargo space. The padding on all armrests is thin, so long trips leave you sore. The brakes, for all their strength, have a dead zone at the top of the pedal travel, which is unbecoming of a sports sedan. There's also not enough small item storage up front, where the gimmicky rotary shifter is surrounded by trim that takes up excessive real estate. While we didn't have any major infotainment issues with this version, in nearly every other XE we've tested, including our long-term example, the system has been plagued with reboots, freezes, and refusal to respond to inputs. And whether it was intake noise, the HVAC blower fan, or something else, it was a loud, annoying whooshing sound in the cabin whose volume seemed to directly correlate with the amount of throttle we applied. But of course, there are things that XE gets right. The driving position couldn't be better. The car always feels eager and encourages energetic romps down a 2-lane or around a clover leaf. Forward visibility is quite good, allowing you to see exactly where you've pointed the car regardless of the attack angle. And as mentioned, the steering can be nearly telepathic, a revelation in an era where most vehicles might as well be controlled with a tiller in a dream. The Jaguar XE is a throwback to the days when European cars were largely the province of people willing to put up with quirks and weirdness, to owe a car that delivered driving pleasure by the bucketful, one that did so decidedly beyond the mainstream. If you're still of that mindset, there may be no better choice among modern sports sedans, as any Audi, BMW or Benz drivers is likely to see themselves coming or going several times a day. But those brands' cars also offer more of the things people want most of the time in one package: comfort, roominess, practicality, agility, technology, and predictability. This Jaguar is a more specialized piece. Thanks for watching, subscribe for more.